Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us on Wednesday, October the 4th. And here we are in Canada. Fall is upon us, Nancy. I noticed that today I wore a little warmer jacket. I guess for many of you from different parts of the world, Australia, different parts of the southern United States, you don't change the seasons like we do, but we're about to go through a big change of seasons, aren't we?
We have four very distinct seasons for sure here in Canada.
But we love it. We love the change of seasons, and it's a lot like what goes on in a business like this. It starts off with the excitement, the planning, and then you get launched as we did October 1st on a startup basis to let people get positioned, let people get into the program a little bit, and let the back office folks and the coders do what they need to do to make the system work. And then come September, add a few more bells and whistles, work on a few of the bugs, and then head into October, where we're head to our very first live event to really officially send this company on the way to where we believe it's going to go in 2024. So it's an exciting time. It truly is an exciting time when you think about all of the folks that are here tonight that have been around kind of following us for the last, gosh, Nancy, it's been how many months?
Well, it's funny because Jim Rohn always uses the analogy of seasons and planting seeds and harvesting, and he uses a lot of farm references when he was talking about building his business. And it is really powerful when we're coming into the fall here and all of the work that we've done up until this point to let everyone get prepared. And honestly, we are just starting. I mean,
yeah,
we haven't even got all of our equipment on the land yet.
And it's funny you say it that way, because one of my traditional businesses is in the construction industry. We build pools, we wire things up, and there's permits required, and there's a lot of learning that goes into what the project's going to look like by the time the customer has envisioned it. It's a complete start to finish plan, and it's interesting when you see Google reviews from customers saying, hey, you did a great job, you kept the yard clean and all. But folks, you don't realize what goes in to make that project go.
Right.
And so in the network marketing space, I personally had never been at this ground level ever, other than one company that we saw imploded because they didn't have enough money.
Still, this company is unique in the sense that it's never been done before. There's no program, there's no recipe, there's nothing to go off of. Like, everything is being created organically here. So it is brand new, it's fresh, it's not like anything else out there. And I think that's what makes it different than what makes it stand alone.
So as we kind of describe a few of the details of what excites us here, let's just touch a little bit, if we can, as I mute everybody up here. We're talking about a company called Collect Direct, company that Envision started in 1998 with a man by the name of Dave Jordan, who said, man, I love this industry. I think it would be great to be able to bring it to people. He's talking about the collectible industry. And so in 1998, he had the vision of doing this, but it kind of wasn't the right timing for lots of reasons. So he never went through with it in a big way. So all these years later, he's been collecting and buying collections and storing them in 40,000 square feet of warehouses, 3 different warehouses, and then getting ready to, when the timing is right, mine it. And when we talk about mining collectibles, it means sorting through them, taking pictures of them, finding out on eBay and other things what they're worth, and putting them on a website that you all can point, click, and share. So let's talk about that just quickly before we invite our guests on. What does that mean, Nancy, if you think about point, click, and share?
I just think it's simple. It's easy. It's when you are pointing people in a direction. I remember when we were involved with another company, and you hauling paper and fax machines and everything that was required in order to set up. And then there was the coffee and the cookies and the this and the that. This is just so unique. You had somebody the postcard, like we've got our postcards now, or you can even so simplify as to just give them your link and they make the decision for themselves.
Yeah, so what is that decision based on? So when you talk about the collectible industry, I want everybody that watches this recording after or sees it now to really understand it's so wide in variety. There's people in the United States, there's an estimated 200 million just in the US alone that collect something. We're talking cups or pens or hats or t-shirts or whatever. Those folks, buy something from either growing up or down the road, they're going to bring them back, and maybe they think they can turn them into some sort of value. I mean, that's what they might call a time capsule. So when Collect Direct came to fruition in the beginning of 2023, getting ready to soft launch in August, and now eventually go into our August 26th, 27th event in Sioux Falls, the whole concept was to allow people to see over 10,000 items in variety from, we're talking, let's just say, Beanie Babies, we're talking hockey cards, sports cards of all variety, including basketball and baseball and then NASCAR, and then all the little cars from Hot Wheels to Matchbox toys, and then look at the Funko Pops and things like that. The things that I didn't even realize are collectibles, I'm learning more and more about. In fact, we have one category that you can start off with. Nancy, that box is right where I just saw it. I'd like to just show you. I just got my dugout, and it's a collectible box that you could buy, each and every one of you, where you could pick 10 items worth, $10. So I mean, I had to pick it. I'd never had one of these before. It's a Funko Pop, and some of them are collectibles. And I noticed in here that when I picked the, here's the card, that I think is pretty cool. I don't know enough about the gentleman, but I mean, either way, because being from Canada, but I got Kiss memorabilia and a lot of other things that I picked off of the items. What it allows me to do then is to start a conversation, to say to somebody, look at what I found on this incredible website. Doesn't mean that I'm going to sell those items, because that's not my goal. My idea is to expose people to what might they find on this website. So that's kind of a premise of where we are. So for $9.98, we offer a membership that lasts you a year and lets you learn how to point, click, and share with some of the media that's coming in October with apps and so on. But, we have some people I want to invite here, some folks that have been sort of sitting in the wings here, starting their business, because each and every one of you, for your one-time $9.98 membership, can start your business. You don't have to wait until we have everything lined up perfectly. And these folks have done that. They've been dreaming a little bit about where this can go. And so I want to first go all the way to Australia, to Sydney, Australia, and have Steve Yerbury come off mute if you could, Steve. And Steve, this is an interesting conversation with you, because you're approaching this never before in the network industry. First of all, thank you so much for joining Nancy and I.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
And as we talk with our accent, we'll listen to your accent, right?
That's different.
Yeah.
I'll talk too quick. Let me know.
So my friend, you're a collector in terms of having a store. You actually are a collectible store in Australia, where you are used to buying things, having them on the shelves, having inventory, having the risk associated with that, hoping for clients to walk in, and of course have them buy the wares, right? That's your current business model. Is that correct?
Correct. That's right. Yes.
So as a collector in a store that would have customers walk in your store or other ways, what brought you to Collect Direct? What was it that attracted you to a website now with 10,000 items that are available to share?
Well, exactly. It's basically an extension of our business. Like, it gives us access, or our customers access to all these products that you can't stock everything. So this is the opportunity for our customers to be able to search through and find things that they might not have been looking for even originally, that bring back childhood memories, things like that. So it's just a huge extension to our business. We can only hold so much stock, and it's really guessing what people are going to buy. But the more variety, the more price points you got, the more opportunity it gives us to sell, really.
So you understand this expression, customer acquisition, don't you? Like, when you have a customer walk in your door for the first time, do you constantly keep in touch with them? Do you talk about them maybe possibly coming back in the store and buying something else?
We do. Yeah, exactly. Always, they're usually not just after something for themselves, but they're looking for, you want to give them the opportunity to buy for their friends, family as well. So that's where the more things you can show them, the better chance you've got. So yeah.
Well, that's the Collect Direct magic, isn't it? So when you think of 10,000 items, when you first looked at this, I think we were at about 3,500, maybe 4,000 items. Steve, have you looked recently at what's been showing up every day?
I have, yes. I got another pack just recently, so I'll be jumping back on as well to get more. So because the more variety we've got, the more it looks better for us. Fresh product. You need fresh products. You need fresh things to show people. Really, they're always on our website looking for things. So we're going to be putting a link on there to go straight through from our website as an extension straight through to Collect Direct. So
And obviously then you
That's
don't
it.
have to buy it yourself. They buy it, it ships from the company and it's hands off.
Exactly.
And you make a
Yeah.
retail reward. So you like that
Yeah,
concept, obviously.
exactly. And we do hundreds of fundraising events as well each year. So we're taking 30, 40, 50 items to each fundraising event. So you need that variety to be able to offer. And same with online, you need to be refreshing with new products and just giving them, let people look through. Yeah. So we need this huge just opportunity being able to show them Collect Direct and what's on there. So it's fantastic.
Well, you know what? Listen, we're so excited to have you. Excited that you're one of the first folks that are in the Australia market, which is starting to grow already with our membership. And let me ask you, just for the store, before I go to my next guest, are you going to build a team of other members? Is that your plan?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to. We don't specialize, I guess, in trading cards and things like that, but we know that the opportunities there. So we're hoping to increase our team that's sort of around those. Usually, what happens in America happens in Australia about 3 or 4 years later, and we're noticing NBA, NFL, those sort of sports are just becoming bigger and bigger, and the trading cards here. So we're getting so they're the team members we're getting on board that specialize in that and help us spread the word a bit more. So.
Well, that's exciting, Steve. Well, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you getting on here.
Thank
I think
you.
it's June there in Australia right now in Sydney. Is that right?
It is beautiful there. Yep.
Well, we appreciate that. Well, Nancy, I think you can invite our next guest, Shelly, on, and let you take it from there. Go ahead, Shelly. And Shelly, by the way, you're from Utah, correct?
Yes. Yes, I am in Utah.
It would be like saying it again, Shelly, for me to say, hey, welcome, Shelly, even though Don already did it. So like, no problem here. And thank you so much, Steve. I think it's really an excellent example of just extending your inventory. So I think that that's a really powerful tool for you. And I can't wait to hear from Shelly.
So Shelly, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the industry of either the collectible space or the network marketing space?
Well, I'm not a collector. And I inherited some collections from my mother when she passed away a couple of years ago, but I don't collect. I've been in network marketing 25, 30 years. I joined with Dale Calvert in his company there at the 25 or 30 years ago. And then I've just kind of been in and out since, never having a ton of success. And Dale is also my sponsor. When he told us about Collect Direct, I thought, okay, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to offend anybody, but I said, who is gonna buy that crap? And Dale said, it is not crap. And he schooled me on that. So since I've put in a few people. I have probably about a third of those people who are doing something. But it's difficult talking to people that you don't know. I mean, from the time that we're tiny, we're taught stranger danger, right? And so we kind of have this, it's just hard to talk to people you don't know. And so every day I start my day with, who can I help today? Every day. That's how I start, because that's what we're doing here, right? We're helping people build a business, and we're helping collectors add to their collections. And so I start every day that way, and it helps me get in the mindset of, okay, I'm going to talk to these strangers today. And it's not as scary when you look at it with that mindset of, you're helping people.
When you talk about helping people, are you talking purely from a potential of them earning a bit of money, in either selling something or helping others and getting a commission on bringing somebody to your team and getting what we call residual rewards?
Well, yes, that, but also the personal development. We, on Dale Calvert's team, we are a team, and we help each other, and we talk every day, some of us, and work together. And about maybe 2.5 years ago, we actually started a book club, and I got to facilitate that. And we would pick, and it was always a personal development kind of book. And we would choose the book and read some chapters and get together on Zoom and discuss it. So we were developing ourselves, our leadership skills and our mindsets. And so that, I think, is more important even than money.
It's funny you say that, because at the end of the day, getting out of your own way is the way you're going to have the most success, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
People have that block, like you said, that scary sort of feeling. But when you have the ability to break that barrier down, things happen, don't they, Nancy? We discovered that firsthand.
I've always been amazed by the personal development that happens in this industry. It's incredibly powerful. It's like university for yourself to become a better version of yourself, and the end result is also a paycheck.
Right.
And
right.
so you're not only investing in becoming a better version of yourself, because you're giving yourself the confidence to step outside of your comfort zone, and you're giving yourself the confidence to actually believe that not only are you helping people financially and being part of something like this, but you're also becoming a better version of yourself, because it's inevitable when you read the literature that's out there. And Don and I are big believers in
For sure.
Self-development, as per our book behind us.
Right. Well, and what I think it was Jim Rohn that said that everybody should become a millionaire, not for the money, but for the person you become.
Right.
Do
you have a favorite book?
A favorite book?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Actually, I have a few favorites, but my ultimate favorite is by Dr. Shad Helmstetter, and it's What Do You Say When You Talk to Yourself?
Oh,
It's about self-talk, and it's a phenomenal. And he has an app that goes with it that you can do self-talk programs. Anyway, it's really good.
And I think that would be one that we should add to our regiment for, other family members and so on that sometimes struggle with that, just that whole thing. What are they saying when they look in the mirror? My daughter is a volleyball player. She's now the captain of her volleyball team. But at one time in her young life, there was a coach that said, "You'll never amount to anything here. Don't even try out for the high school team." And here she is all these years later having great success. And part of it was, just the ability to look in the mirror and say, why not me? We said that many times, you and I, to her, right? Why not me?
Well, and so many people put self-limiting beliefs on you. And it's amazing how you carry that dialogue into adulthood. It can come from any place. It can come from your parents. It can come from teachers. It can come from all kinds of influencers in your life. And sometimes people just allow that to define them instead of stepping outside of that self-limiting belief.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shelly, you are going to be in Sioux Falls, I understand, on the 26th, 27th, 28th of October. Are you looking forward to what this company is going to evolve into in a short 3 weeks from now?
Yes, I'm very excited. We're building our businesses every day, right? Hopefully. And I can't wait to see the collectibles that are going to be there. I can't wait to see the other collectibles that Dave is going to get on the website, as we go. It's going to be pretty exciting. I've bought some things. I don't know what I'm buying. I did the dugout and I just bought some stuff. I bought the Pokemon package at the very beginning for my grandson, who keeps asking me for more Pokemon.
Well, go to the website. There's lots of really cool Pokemon on there, graded and everything, Shelly. So, well, listen, I appreciate you joining us as a guest. We'll look forward to having you on some other time down the road, and we'll look certainly forward to seeing you in person in Sioux Falls, Nancy and I.
Yes, I've always said, like, this is actually one of the first calls that we've done that's specific to network marketing, because so much of what we're doing here in Collect Direct is actually unique in the sense that it's kind of a direct sales concept with a network marketing twist. And so I love the idea that this is the first time we've actually talked about any of the really traditional network marketing stuff, because I really think this is a brand new animal.
It is, right. And so we like to call it, instead of being direct selling, it's direct sharing.
Yeah.
And you're sharing a point, click, share website. So, Shelly, thank you so much for jumping on here with us. Let's go to our next guest, our last one. Patrick, you and I have had a lot of conversation back and forth as you've been watching this grow. You're now currently in Alabama. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And but originally in Florida?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you, you're an industry veteran. You've been around this industry now for some 35 years. And I know how excited you are because I see it. I get texts from you once in a while. So maybe share with the people that are here and that are going to watch this recording after, why is a 35-year veteran suddenly surfaced in Collect Direct and looking forward to where we're going on October 26th, 7th of October?
Great question, Don. First of all, thank you, Don and Nancy, for everything you guys do in your leadership. But it's funny how I came here. Let's go. My backstory is 45 years construction. I've owned my own business at the young age of 25 as a contractor. Full time in that industry, had retail stores like you, Don, carried, wore 7 different hats every day. It was hard to find quality people to duplicate my business. So 10 years into building my construction business, I opened up a storefront where I got into telecom. This gentleman walked in. I was selling beepers at the time, dating myself. But I was in that transition of beepers going to cell phones, right? Well, there's this young company that started up in about 7.5 years. They got into the telecom industry, reselling dial tone, reselling long distance. I was with that company, and I joined 4 years after they started. In 7.5 years, that company became $1 billion company. Why? They were first to market. They were unique. No one else had what they had. That's what I see here. And I love the fact that this cannot be ever duplicated, because no one can go back in their time machine and turn the key back 40 years to recollect all this hidden treasures that Dave Jordan geniusly put aside from now. So this is what I see. I see this will never be duplicated. I'm excited beyond excited, and I wish I'd known Dave 40 years ago when he started this collection. So my encouragement to anyone here, I don't care if you're a collector or not. It's not what you want. It's what the masses demand. There's a lot of unscrupulous people in this world, unfortunately. I see it on Facebook chats where people order a baseball card that's graded. They get a package in the mail. They got sent a bag of Folgers coffee. Try to dispute that charge. People are looking for a reputable company that they can trust. So people rather do business with a brand, a company, than an individual. Because an individual's morals, aptitudes sometimes are not up to par. So it happens on eBay. There's some people that had good rate rankings. I just seen a post today. Someone that had a 5-star rating on eBay. Somebody turned him in saying that he scammed them. So that's the problem. Once you recognize there's problems out there, if you can fix the problem in the industry. The way I see this is when Dale Calvert contacted me about this, I got an email, something about collectibles. I brushed it off. One day I was watching Netflix, and I'm not a big TV watcher, but I stumbled upon this show that he recommended, King of Collectibles. I remember Dale mentioned King of Collectibles. I went and I watched that. I binged watched it 2 nights in a row. I could not put it down.
You did.
I was floored with the amount of money collectibles is bringing on a consignment level on auction. I've seen jerseys going for $6 million. Dave has his stuff in his warehouse. Will he do auctions in the future? I don't know. You guys may. I know what Dave knows what he wants to do. And if you guys think this is the icing on the cake, I don't believe you've seen anything yet. So I'm excited to be here. I'm blessed. Thank you, Dale, for inviting me. He's a great mentor, great friend. Thank you guys for all you do.
I love your energy. I really, really do. It's been a while. We haven't been plugging into people. We've been doing Zooms, right? And so it's so fun. And that's why I'm so looking forward to Sioux Falls, because I really find it electrifying when you get to talk to people about their experiences and what they're doing. And it's so refreshing. And I just think that energy is something that you get from people. And I also think that they can take it away. And Don was talking about that coming home from work, and he's going,
The black
oh
cloud.
my God,
There's so many black clouds.
energy at work today. He said, now I gotta get on the call and I gotta be so And so we try and do this for each other, and we try and plug into each other, but sometimes you can't pour from an empty cup. And so I was saying to Don, okay, give it to me. And he's like going, I don't know. I'm rubbing my hands together. He's going, everybody at work was giving me grief. You're right, that book.
You liked the book, didn't you?
Ours
The
is right
biggest
here.
thing I love is Dave's story.
It is. It's
He,
powerful.
he has gone through some stuff, let me tell you folks. A lot of
Yeah.
stuff I resonate with because I went through a lot of the same issues he went through. And for a man to go from all the negativity that was fed into his life, and he turned the negativity on a dime, he flipped it to make a multi-million-dollar business. When I did some research, I check things out before I get into anything. Okay, and I did some research when I heard about this. I went on businessforhome.org and I found an article from Valentis with Dave and David's lovely wife, Joyce. And success leaves clues, folks. Okay, he talked how he, from zero in 7 years, created a $400 million business. That was important to me. Why? Because I don't want to be on someone's first rodeo. He already did the first rodeo. He already proved to himself and the world he can create a $400 million business. Okay. And the little paragraph says his passion was collecting memorabilia since a young age of 8 years old. That was my clue. And then I connect the dots, and here we are today. So I'm grateful.
Well, everything you read says that if you follow your passion, that's where your best success is going to be. And I think that Dave has followed his passion. He really is excited about network marketing. He's brought the two together. So network marketing has been empowering to him, but collecting has been his passion. And you bring those two together, and you've just got like this unique animal that we're talking about here with Collect Direct. And so we're really stoked and excited about what that's going to be. And
I see eBay, I see eBay, Amazon in one right here.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's funny, Patrick. I mean, I hate to use this term, but it's like being on steroids. It's being on supercharged, because the eBay world is you go look around there and find it, but nobody's getting paid any money really that's buying it. In our world, we can build a collectible time capsule for ourselves. Well, we're helping others do the same and earn a commission while we're doing that. And I think the whole concept of network marketing is kind of broken a little bit in some spaces because it's been done so many times, or it's a different label on a different potion or lotion. Don't get me wrong, I love my vitamins, I love my supplements, but I'm saying sometimes it's a different story from a different storyteller about the same thing, and people are just sort of, I've heard that. Who's ever heard this before? That's what we love about it, Patrick. I appreciate your honesty here. Now, folks, these are 3 people just like you. We're all independent reps. My wife and I are independent reps. $9.98 is what we started with. And then we chose to buy what we wanted to get in where we fit in. Any of you have any questions for Steve or Patrick or Shelly and ourselves? We'd love you to spend a few minutes with us, open it up, ask a couple of questions, and, call it a 5-panel person right now that's here to answer a few of your questions. You could buy our postcards and start sharing with that, but ultimately you get a membership username, and when you share a link, it'll have your username attached to it. And if anybody goes on there, you will get paid based on whatever they buy.
I thought it was really unique too that Patrick pointed out, and I wrote it down, about trust, Patrick. So many collectors are looking for a place where they can collect that they feel that is trustworthy. And I hadn't even thought of trust, because the first time we met Dave, that was the thing that we walked away from them. We said, oh my goodness, it's just so unique and refreshing to meet somebody that tells it like it is, and just is as raw as Dave can be. He just incredibly transparent. And so
It's good enough, isn't it, Nancy?
it's so unique. It's so unique. And so that was our very first thing. And I never even thought of how people are looking to collect. And the trust factor is a thing. And remember when you did that online shopping for Christmas? And I
Oh my gosh,
badly it went. It actually, the only thing that benefited from it was that I got to make a big joke out of the things that I actually thought I was purchasing, because I took the picture of what was advertised, and then I took a picture of what I actually got. And I did this whole little spiel in my whole family, and it was more like a warning as to what's out in the world online, especially international sellers. Anything that's coming from far, far away can be scary. So you never know what's coming in your packaging. And if it has cryptic writing on it that you've never ever seen before, it's probably not going to be good.
We bought lights, LED lights that turned out to be like fake. I mean,
For the house.
for the house. Folks, think about what you
Light
said,
bulbs,
Patrick. I think
yeah.
you've
Trust.
honestly, you opened my eyes to another thing here with our
Trust.
business is trust.
Yeah.
I mean, we are a brand. Collect Direct is a brand building right before your eyes. And those of you that are here now are part of this brand building, the same as the eBays that started 25 years ago. They're a brand today. Patrick, you nailed it. Trust is huge. And we'll have one brand shipping these products, putting their name behind it, that absolutely will let you be able to point, click, and share, knowing that something that that person ordered will show up at their home on your behalf, and you'll get paid a retail reward. Excellent point. Anybody want to add to this? Come off mute. More than welcome to share anything. Dale, you want to jump on, say anything today before we shut down? Come on, guys. These three people did a great job.
And
Patrick,
thank you
thank you so much. Shane, go right in. Oh, go ahead, Dale. Dale, you're up first. I see you. You see you there first. So right ahead.
No, I just want to say this was great, Patrick. Everybody did a great job. And I hope people are getting a bigger vision of where this is really going. Because I sincerely believe one day when you ask a collector, have you heard of Collect Direct? It'll be exactly like you're asking them today. Have you ever heard of eBay? I mean, I think that's what we're building here. And we're here in the beginning. And so the upside potential is just astronomical. And I would just encourage everybody that can be to be in Sioux Falls. And the most important thing is think bigger. Think bigger. Don't see this as, traditional network marketing, trying to get a couple customers here and there. I think people will have thousands of customers when this is all said and done. So think bigger would be my encouraging words tonight.
Dale, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in person again in Sioux Falls, my friend. Shane, you were up next, so go right ahead. And I see we got 3 or 4 or 5 others, so this is exciting. Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate everyone tonight. And Shelly, I just had a question for you. First of all, I want to thank you that when you ran the book club from someone who was very underread, you showed me the importance of why reading is important to self-development as well as to develop confidence and help others with that. Can you give one example that Mr. Hempstead gives when things aren't going real bad, how to maintain your motivation?
You just have to have good self-talk, and you have to practice your self-talk. Actually, Dr. Helmstetter, like I said, he has that app, and it's a self-talk app, and it has programs for motivation or self-esteem or all kinds of different things that you just listen to for like 12 to 15 minutes a day, and it helps. But it's just checking your self-talk. When you're starting to have negative thoughts, switch that around and have a more productive, positive thought.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate the answer.
Appreciate
Shelly,
it.
cancel technique.
Yeah,
Cancel.
cancel. Yeah, when you have that negative thought, you say cancel, and then you have the positive thought, and it works. I know Dawn is smiling there, but it works.
I know. Listen, I'm a believe in cheap guy, and I love the whole thing about getting out of your own way and what's your why. But at the end of the day, if it's not to be, it's not going to happen if I don't want it to happen. So you've got to be able to tell yourself it's going to happen. You have to.
Well, and I think that you just mentioned the why. We talk about that on our team all the time. If you don't know the why, the how doesn't matter. So right here, I can show you, I've got my 3 top reasons right here, right by my computer, that I look at every single day. That it's my why, and it's what helps to get me moving.
Awesome. Well, you know what? We got lots of people that want to say hello here. So Buck, I see your hand up there 4 times you've raised it. So go right ahead, Buck, you first.
All right. Well, guys, y'all did a great job. I mean, my goodness, you got me fired up, and I was already fired up. So But just a kind of word of encouragement. Somebody said one time that if you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life. And I love this company. I love the idea. I love the opportunity. And this is not work. And I've been involved in several network marketing companies. You got to work hard to keep your people on your team. You got to work hard to get people to stay on auto ship. We have no auto ship. Wow. And it's just a challenge to keep the attrition from eating you alive. And everybody that's on my team is excited about what they got going on here. And then, some of them hadn't purchased yet, but they're excited about it. And like I said, if you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life.
Good point.
Thanks, guys, for what you said tonight, because it touched my heart. And Patrick, I can agree with you on Dave's book. Dave and I got a lot of things in common. I had a hard life also, but Dave is a good influence, because if you read his book and see Dave can do it, by cracky, we can do it too, So that's all I got to say.
Appreciate you, Buck. Looking forward to talking to you again, my friend. Todd from Australia, you're up at the top of our picture up there. So go right ahead, Todd. Give us a couple words.
Yeah, thanks, Don. Thanks, Nancy. And thanks to the speakers. Some great info there. I just want to say I got really, really excited yesterday. My dugout turned up. So I thought, well, let's have a bit of a look here. I should have really done a bit of a video, but I didn't, but I'm going to do one. But I did order a Beanie Baby, and I thought, oh, okay, let's have a look at this thing. So I got out the bag and I typed into Google about Beanie Babies. And the price range on this one little thing ranged from $550 to $950 for this one Beanie Baby. I couldn't believe it. I checked the tags, I zoomed in, had a look, got mine out, and it just blew me away. So thanks to Dave and Joyce. This business is going to change people's lives. So thank you. That's all I've got to say today.
Hey, and it's not always going to be that for everybody that gets that dugout.
Oh, no.
Trust me.
Oh, no.
But it is the luck of the job, right?
You were hilarious. Don was opening the beer.
I got a box of beers
yesterday, and he was talking to every single
I
one.
did.
He
I'm like a
took
kid.
them out, and he talked like baby talk to them, and he's going,
Shit.
aren't you cute?
This one's a little chihuahua.
Yeah.
It's born in 1998.
That's wild.
Rhinoceros. I said, that's a dinosaur, Don.
I know. Michael, thanks, Todd. Appreciate you. Michael, come on off mute. Go right ahead.
Oh, Michael.
Michael Clark.
I'm sorry. I landed back in Costa Rica a couple of hours ago, and we're so excited to catch this and hear all the people that have contributed. And if you aren't fired up about where we're going on this thing, man, you're missing the boat. I was just thinking, I've already got my plans to be in Sioux Falls. I'm going to fly again. I want that doggone Collect Direct original t-shirt signed by Dave that I was there in Sioux Falls. And that's going to be worth more than gold. So, and this deal says the only reason to miss Sioux Falls is if you're dead. So I think it's going to be a great ride.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Michael, we'll look forward to meeting you in person, my friend. That's awesome. Thanks so much. Dave Anderson, go right ahead. I see your hand up there. Off mute.
Oh, thank you. Hey, yeah, this is Dave Anderson. I just signed up barely a week ago. I got I did the comic book thing. And, I used to collect comic books as a kid. But that's why I did that. I wanted to get my thing out the way. But I was so impressed by the packaging and all the way it was. I ordered a dugout about 2 hours ago, and I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. And Mary Britt didn't have to convince me at all. I already knew I wanted to get involved in this because I've seen so many different things, and this is it. And I want to say something else. Um, it's your mindset, it is, but you have to believe in yourself because your self-conscious hears everything you say. So you want to say everything positive. And that's another, I like the self-helping material, and because it does help you in your business and you be consistent. And this is something fun and a business, so
You
I
said
really
it.
appreciate you.
Yeah, I think that even for me, I consider myself a mother primarily, and I really feel like this business has helped me be a better mother too. It's helped me be more patient, more understanding, more. I give myself grace in places where I used to judge. I allow myself to make mistakes and talk to myself about what I could do better next time. And it's amazing when you have the tools that help you get to the next side of the bridge, how much more powerful it can be in all aspects of your life. It can be in your relationships, it can be in your business, it can be in everything. I just think that if you come from a place where you are empathetic and you try and put the shoe on the other foot and understand other people's circumstances or consequences, that it just makes you, I think it just makes you a better person.
Dave, appreciate your words, my friend.
And welcome.
And welcome to Collect Direct. Short time here, ready to rock. We'll love having you, my friend. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining
Thank
us.
you so much. Thank you.
Let's go to one more here. Jeff Turner, go right ahead. Come off mute.
Hello, Dave, and everyone here. I'm so excited to be in a part of this. Dale reached out to me, and I haven't been in network marketing for about 24 years. And the first company that I was with Dale, and we learned a lot of self-development over the years, but it has helped me with traditional business for years and years. And when he called me, he said, Jeff, you're not going to believe this story. He said, this guy has been collecting for 40 years with one day with the hopes of starting a network marketing company. And I'm like, man, when I got involved, I had lost my excitement about business. I was, I'm a roller skater, so I was going skating 4 or 5 times a week. I was going out 7 nights a week, and Collect Direct has already changed my life based on the excitement and what I see here. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the STAR Principle, but if you haven't, you should get that book by Richard Koch, and he talks about this is how a lot of billion-dollar companies become billion-dollar companies. And one of the things is you're in the industry you're growing by at least 10% or more a year, and you're number one. You're first in that industry. And this is what I seen when I seen Collect Direct. I said, man, I got to get involved, and I got back excited, and I can't wait to see you all in Sioux Falls and help to grow this company.
Appreciate you, my friend. And, hey, taking the time to give us a little bit of who you are, Jeff. Look forward to meet you for sure in Sioux Falls together. I'll shake your hand, my friend, when we see you. Love it. Love it. Thanks for jumping on. Hey, listen, this is exciting. Robert, go right ahead. Come off mute, my friend. I know you are in the background helping with different marketing things that I come up with, and appreciate you. So, Robert, what's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Buck mentioned something about, some of his people not buying anything. I just want to say that, with the stuff that I've done, talk is cheap, but when you can show something that you bought from the company and share with people, it just makes it so much easier to get them excited.
Exactly.
And if people haven't bought something, man, the dugout's the perfect way to do it.
It's just simple, right? It's like 10 items, $9.98. You can just come out and say, hey, here's a category, here's a category, here's a category. And then let them go find off your point, like share cards if you're going to use them, to what's available. 10,000 items and growing. Dave's hope is to have 25,000 items potentially by the end of this year available for us all to share globally. So, Robert, thanks for all your help with me as well, my friend. Look forward to seeing you in Sioux Falls.
One last thing is, as you know, I lost a personal friend Sunday, Tim Wakefield, the knuckleball pitcher for Boston. And, I've been around him thousands and thousands of times over the years. We're good, close friends. I never thought to get his autograph. I was talking to Dave today. I said, hey, you happen to have any Tim Wakefield stuff? And he goes, man, I got autographs. He goes, I got this, I got that.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, it's just, I mean, it's an opportunity to be able to get something that I should have done a long time ago.
You know what? At the end of the day, our motto is bringing the past to your future. And that's a great example of it. So thanks, my friend. Thanks, Robert. Brian, come off mute. Brian Hitching.
Yes, thank you, Don. I remember when I first got started in network marketing many years ago, and what got me excited was the compensation plan, but then it was like consumable products, and I got bored very quickly with that, and I didn't have fun. So fast forward to now, Collect Direct is here. This is fun. This is, when you don't get tired of what you're talking about, you growing a business that you could have fun doing it. And it's like, I wasn't having fun before. And it's like, it's not work if you enjoy what you're doing, So that's, I look at this as it's not a hobby, but with hobbies, you don't make money in hobbies, but you enjoy talking about it. So this is like, I can do this because I enjoy talking about this, and that's what makes this so much different than anything else before, because you have fun doing it.
Yeah, we're big believers in that.
If it's not fun, we're not doing it. Yeah, that's right. Brian, that's awesome.
And
Great.
every time you and Dave are together, it's like watching two big kids. You're
I
just
know.
running around going, "What's in this box? What's in this box?" You know, going,
Silly.
"Stop it!
He
We
just
to do."
he just brought in how many skids more? He just told me about, with all these watches that he bought that have some interesting stuff. You'll see it. They're going to start showing up on the website. But the guy is constantly looking for what to bring to all of us to point, click, and share. That's the math, guys. Folks, 10,000 items and growing. We are in a position today to say we were there, right? So for those of you there in Sioux Falls, you're going to have a chance to say, I was there. And we're going to, wow you and show you what Dave's vision is truly with the app and the website and so on that's happening right as we speak. But folks, this is the kind of concept we want to start bringing to our Wednesday calls. I want to finish off with one little thing about the company that you may not know. Every item that's in that shopping cart has a volume attached to it that helps populate our compensation plan. You don't have to worry about it. As Nancy says, it just takes care of itself. So how do we earn money here? We point, click, and share and let the products get delivered around the globe, wherever they end up going. If that person buys them, that product has something that attaches to your tree, your organization, your commission structure, and you get paid. How that works, don't worry about it. The company takes care of it. We'll teach you that in Sioux Falls more and more. But we wanted to have some fun with you tonight. All my guests, all you guys that came off, that was awesome, Nancy. It was one of my favorite things we've done in the last, 9 months of just really.
Yeah, I get sick of listening to us. I really do. I love listening to everybody else.
You guys are amazing. Well, thanks, everyone. I'm going to take this recording off. You guys are amazing. We'll see you on Saturday for our training call. And next Wednesday, we'll have three other guests ready to share their stories and what they're doing. So thanks, everyone, for joining us and welcome to Collect Direct.